We have a very, very busy screen. Right, let's get all this sorted and then we can get kicking on with some racing. So I'll just download the update from this. I need to get registered for a race pretty quickly as well. But this is normally quite quick. Cool. Now we're a little bit disjointed tonight with the setup, but we're good to go. So we'll get registered for this next race because I know that's in about 4 or 5 minutes after I get this as well because I haven't got this. Right, so we've got that sorted. That's good. So one thing I haven't had is I haven't had time to buy it. So I've had no practice on it. What is this? Okay. Have a wrestle with the mic. Better. Right, sorted. So I am just going to pause the music for a minute, even though that's a banger. Make sure that we've got all the sound working, which looks good. We'll set all that to mute. That's fine. So let's put the music back on for a minute. What else have I got to do? Cool. Not going to bother with the hat tonight because I'm warm. Probably need to join up with us in a minute. So, say what we will do is we'll mute the music. We'll join up because the second it joins anyway, it's gonna mute. So I'll just bang on a second story for guys on YouTube. And then we'll get into a little bit of why I wasn't here yesterday. Pretty simple. Nothing major. Share. Copy. To the drafts. So where were we with this? Just hop out a second. The amount of stuff you've got to get for this is insane. 2.58 and quite low in this for some reason. 928. Okay, that's where we're starting. Cool. So I think we're all good to go. Minimise out of that. Make sure I've got the driving line on before I start. All the pedals look good. I am definitely going to jump into practice because I haven't been around this track once. So we need to make sure that we do that. Okay. So like the schedule says, it's going to be like once an hour purely because of the times of the race. I can't seem to get into the races as regularly as I can on the Sunday, although Sunday's very different now. We'll cover that later. Under there. Okay. I think we're in the middle. Just about. So, still feeling it a little bit now, to be honest with you. Nice few dramas in the Junkie Nerd house. We had a partner who has broken a foot. Not last night, but the night before that. So, that was a nice little emergency. And then, I don't know where mine's come from, but mine's nothing in comparison, but it still hurts. I mean, it's like a pinched nerve or something in my back. Still got it now. It really, really hurts. I might actually have to find some sort of cushion or something behind me for later on. But yeah, it sucks. And I just wasn't feeling it last night. Like the pain was just too much. So probably best I didn't do it. So I think this is about to start. Do you honestly think this mic stand's had about enough of me that it can stand? Right, first race of the night. Going to get out into practice because, like I said, I haven't been on this track. I need some laps in. Home Depot. American. Come on, let me out and practice. Thank you. You're really far away.
The speed limit is 40 miles per hour. Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
I've not even heard anything about this track, whether it's good, bad, ugly. I've just never been on it. But I like it's very Zandvoort. Like it's banked, isn't it? And tight. Like it's quite, yeah. It's a bit like, is it Mount Panorama? It used to be called Bathurst. In Australia, where the walls are just there. So if you have an accident, it's normally with a wall. I felt much need for a break though at the moment. He says. Work out whether these are second or third gear corners. But it's incredibly hilly. It's not a flat course. I mean, given what I've just said about my back, some of these turns are hell. Oh, ow. Oh, I'm glad there's only one every hour. Well, for me anyway. See if we can set a decent time though, we'll push it. There's not many places to go off. I mean, it'll count as an off track or some sort of incident if we hit the wall, won't it, as well, so. But we'll give it a go, we'll push it.
Okay, James, we've got 2 laps to set a decent time.
Not going to push it on the out lap. Although I think it's quite a long lap, though. Maybe I don't know, we might only get 1 at this.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 114 Fahrenheit.
Jeez. It's quite a hot track. Third gear for that one, definitely. I don't even know how long I've been going round this lap yet. I mean, about 1 minute 50, so it's quite a long lap. In the realms of Spa, that was 2 minutes 51. Alright, 2 minutes 20-ish. Maybe 2 minutes 15. Right, we're certainly off at that one, so that lap's not going to count.
Okay, James, we need to watch the track limits.
We're going to treat it as a proper lap. Oh. God, my arm hurts so bad. It is. Yo, how are you going? Nice to see you. Oh my god, I could read a book on this straight. Doing better than I've been recently. No, man, what's up? All been bad, all good. What's up? I mean, share if you want to share, of course. You know, no pressure. I have seen the chat. I'll catch it in just a sec when I get into a straight. Oh shit. About 2 weeks ago was dumped on a girl. Oh man, no.
210.23.
Oh, sorry dude. That sucks.
Leader has just done a 209.51.
That's not good. I mean, I can't say I've definitely been there. Not on the dumped on the eve of a proposal, but I've been deep dumped left, if you like, by an ex-wife. And when you don't know it's happening, or you don't know it's coming, it certainly hits you hard. I can relate a little bit to you. Yeah, I've seen the chat. I'll catch it up in a sec. Last corner. Where's that going to put us on the grid? Anywhere good?
6th place.
Not bad for a track I've never raced at. She said it was because of an identity crisis, but I found out she'd basically been keeping me interested while she goes out. Shit. Literally working my ass off on this project to get paid so I could take it to... Oh, shit, man. There's no way of preparing anybody, guy, girl, for anything like that, man. Sucks. I'm sorry that that's happened to you. I mean, it's one of the stereotypical things to say, isn't it? That if maybe you're better off without, I don't know, in retrospect, but you can never really say that to a person. But if they've shown that to be their true colours, I suppose everyone's a critic in the sense that they're not going to think particularly fondly of that person for doing that to another person. I know when my ex-missus did what she did,
That's the end of the session.
our friend network was very, very one-sided on my side because of what happened and how they did it. So, I mean, it never matters to that other person, but I suppose it's nice to know that you're not necessarily. It's nice to know that you're not going mad, and that you are experiencing some shit. I don't know. Just know that in the last 4 days, 2 people have kind of confessed to me. So sorry, you're saying that 2 people knew that it was happening and just didn't say anything? Oh, this is a full rolling start, isn't it? Oh!
60 seconds.
Okay. Problem is all my friends are mutual, so I've told them all this shit, and then one of them was kind of just straight out fucker. To be honest, I think sometimes the friend network needs a bit of time as well, because you're almost asking someone
15 minutes.
to immediately choose a side based on
cold. Watch out.
a very immediate action, and I think it's obvious that who's in the wrong, but you're asking people to make an instantaneous
Follow car number
decision out here.
right
But
lane.
if the friends will come round, if they're not, they won't. And I had plenty of friends that did that and also didn't do that. Woo!
The pace car speed is 60
In
miles per hour.
my example, but all I can say, man, is try not to do the rebound and just give yourself plenty of time to get yourself in a good place. Oh god, no more left turns, man, my arm. Not worth losing sleep over, man. I mean, it's easy for another person to say that, but and again, if somebody told me that back when all my shit went down, I'd have probably said the same thing. It still hurts. But she's clearly just not worth it, and that guy that she's gone with, honestly, I'd be watching over my shoulder, because she's obviously not done that in a good way. She can do it to you, she can do it to another person. I've had situations like that as well, where people have left me and the other person's kind of gloated about it. And I've just sort of said to myself, yeah, just watch over your shoulder, man, because if she can do it to me, she can do it to another person. And they did. Gotta keep this out of the wall. Losing sleep? Oh, you don't sleep anyway, do you? Insomnia. Shit. Well, enjoy the first race of the night, dude. First time I've played Watkins, a race at Watkins Glen even, ever. I'm literally on my, like, third, fourth full lap. Could go well, it might not. But no, we're doing quite well in the 86. Had 2 wins last week. Right, let's gun it.
Okay, James, are you ready? Watch for the lights. Go.
Surprised we didn't get done for speeding under yellows then.
Left side. You're in the middle, 3 wide, clear right.
Knew we were going to get hit, but
There's an incident in turn 1. It looks like Tobias.
Clear all round.
then we've got a bit of wheel damage.
The stewards have called us into the pits for
Yep.
repairs.
You can tell the wheel's not straight.
Good work on the start, mate. This is great.
So we're not going to get embroiled in any shit. We're just going to let people go by.
On your right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
Catch up with that chat in just a second, dude. Promise. car is not straight at all. And we're not going to do what we did a few weeks ago and ignore the meatball flag. And then end up being black flagged for it.
Right, the guy ahead of us is Kendall, car number 8, B license, and their rating is 0.
On your left. Still there. Still there. Clear left.
I don't even know where the pit is.
Left side. Clear left.
There.
You have 5 incident points.
On your left. Clear left.
Watch your speed. Pit lane speed limit is 40 miles
Was that
per
the
hour.
thing is, it's kind of
Alright,
unaffected
James,
by
you
it.
should have plenty of space on the exit. When we exit the pit,
So
we
the only
should be in
thing is,
position
we have
13.
something to talk to 24/7. I have a friend that steps in and messaging me constantly.
Box in,
I don't know
5,
if that's
4,
the friend that the best.
3, 2, 1. Box now.
All you need is one good friend. I've still got my best friend in
Right
life.
front, 98%.
Funnily enough,
Rear
he's
left.
going to be my
Looks
best
like
man
you're
at my
clear on
wedding,
pit exit.
and he literally got me through everything, and still does from time to time. When
next car
stuff
is
goes
car
bad,
number
all you
4.
need is one good friend, and if that's a girl, so be it. That's the one that you want to pursue things with, so be it. But the only thing I'd recommend, man, is just give yourself time. Don't rush back into things. If it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's not, it'll just come back and hurt you. Ooh.
Okay, James, the next car is Matty, car number 15, and their rating is 0.4.
You tell me when you're back and I can carry on talking. You tell me when you're back and I'll tell you what I said.
The leader has just done a 209.32. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go. P14.
Well, Watkins Glen's quite fun.
The gap to P13 ahead is now 12 seconds.
Don't worry, man, you didn't miss very much. Other than me pitting because I had a bit of damage, but yeah, well, first race at Watkins, Glen, it's far better than I thought it was going to be, despite being in last place. Just gonna have to hope somebody spins off or has further accidents like we did. We're going to gain any places. It strikes him as that sort of track. That corner's a shit.
Okay, James, we've just cut the track. You have 6 incident points. There's an incident in the inner loop. We think it might be Frank.
Frank's in front.
Incident in turn 6. It looks like it's Mark.
Basically, the guy's in front.
The gap in front is now 9.9.
Well enough. Let me get into a straight and I can have a
Yellow
read.
flag.
Frank's out. Then a friend that converses trans, female to male, which works out because I'm pansexual, be my jam. See, sometimes good comes out of bad, man. Who's to say the one that you were looking to propose to was the right one? Life isn't written. It's been written as you go. You might have avoided an absolute train wreck. You've no idea, but given what she's shown, I'd say you've avoided something pretty big. I know the only thing I said that's probably a little bit meaningful whilst you were off with the adverts is just sounds boring. But keep yourself just to yourself in a sense, like give yourself time, and if the people that are trying to date you are genuine, they'll still be there when you're ready to.
Okay, James, that's half distance. You're looking good for fuel. P12.
Right, finally got that nailed. Good. You want somebody who gives a shit. The person that gives a shit will be there when you're ready.
You're reeling. Matty in. The gap is now 8.7.
I am not catching anybody up, my man. That's just not going to happen. We are definitely in last place, and that's where we're staying. Oh no, we're not in last place.
That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
I like that turn. Don't have to go as slow through that as I thought you did. Don't need to change down. We're up on the Delta again. The universe has shown me I was right, because as soon as it happened I got a call. I'm working on 7 sites for a company as well. I spoke up and server support. Oh, that's cool, man. That's what you want to hear. Basically tech support with no supervision. The
incident in turn 1.
That's what you need, man.
It might be Frank.
Get some work behind you, get your mind off shit. Potentially somebody else. Well, at least a good friend to talk to about what's going on at the minute, and then potentially, like I said, if they're still there when you're ready, who knows, another relationship.
There's an incident in turn 2. It looks like Frank.
I'm certainly no life coach or guru, man, but I've been through some shit, and I wish I'd listened to myself a lot of the time.
turn 3. It looks like it's Frank. Your lap time was 2:10.64. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.28 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.40 off the pace.
Alright, crew chief.
Reel in, Matty. Yellow flag.
Shit.
Incident in turn 3.
So have you got like an interview, or have you just got a job starting, or what's the deal with the work?
Alright James, push now. We can catch up here.
We are catching up. Not saying we're going to catch them, but we're catching up.
KC car number 7 is leading the race.
We somehow found a second in time. Come on. If we can have this one, I'll be happy. We've caught up and potentially overtook someone.
White flag, one more to go. All three sectors are pretty quick.
Come on, you bag of bolts. Oh, we've got the overtake.
Clear left.
Well done. Eyes front now. The guy in front is Tobias, car number 1.
What's our fastest? So 2 minute 2:09 and people are running 2:10. We've got the fastest lap of the race. Not sure if we do, but we're certainly faster than some of the front runners. I get this lap done, I can talk. Not the best, but I'll take that.
E11, that's it. We're done.
Right, let's get out of this. So, save up. Just keeping all the replays. So what's this? Watkins, Glen. Race. Nope. 001.
That's the end of the session.
Shame because we didn't actually come off the track. Next one is 8:45, so I'll register up for that and sit and wait. Right, I can catch up now, man. So, wait. To be fair, I've got a friend who's great to talk to, and that one's kind of... I was kind of it. I get that sort of stuff. Kind of got it in my meeting with them, and it was last week. But the boss went on holiday because of stress. Fair enough. But basically, that they have a service they charge. That's a different thing. So what they want's pretty simple in the situation. If I'm impressed, I can solve their issues just by chance. That sounds good, man. A super situation. I hope that, fingers crossed anyway, that you obviously get the job done that they want to get done, and then hopefully keep you on as a recruit, full-time recruit. That's what we wanted, man. Castinovi, what up? Thank you for the first time chat. Oh, Fridays, treating you well. It is Friday, right? It is Friday. So where the hell did we finish in that race? Because it was terrible. 11. Just ignore me. I tend to take note of what we've done. I know I can get it at a later date, but it's not how my brain works. Oh, things are good, man. Although I've got a pinched nerve in my shoulder, which is making racing really difficult. But I'm not going to harp on about it. It hurts. That I was supposed to stream last night, and I didn't, and that's because I was in pain. Not a clue. Not a clue. I literally got up. I don't know even know when it started. Did it start when I woke up? Or when I got back home? I don't know when it started. I can't think of anything that I've done to cause it. I know I took my girlfriend to A&E because she broke her foot, and I had quite a long time in bed. And I don't know whether I've just slept too long and stayed still too long, maybe, and that's where that's come from, but it just hurts, man. You've had the same thing in your forearm. Honestly, I can't describe it. It's like someone's just stabbing me in the back. I'm going to do some stuff with you open, might return. No worries, Hades. Thanks for the lurk. I don't have another race until 8:45, so I need to look at a few things anyway to see what is coming up next. So we'll just chill with the music. It felt like some weird needle-induced funny bone pain for me. Yeah, it can feel a bit needly. It depends. Sometimes it feels like a really dull ache. Sometimes it feels like a needle. So I'm totally... Yeah, I'm with you. And it shot down my forearm into my two fingers. See, that's the weird thing, isn't it, right? Mine's in my neck, but it's going straight into my shoulder blade, which I know if it's a nerve, it could be in my eyebrow and I'd feel it in my toe. That's how it works, but... Yeah, it hurts. Right, what is after Watkins? Imola. I thought that was Volbeat. Who is it? Volbeat was Immortal, but yep, banger. So Imola. I always want to call it Monza, but Monza is still the same thing. Autodroma. Anyways, what's my brutal, honest opinion about iRenting? I've only played it since mid-January. So, in the context of an in-depth opinion, you're not going to get a really good one from me. Yes, it is my first sim racing. Like, I've played, obviously I'm like 38. I've played loads of racing, but it's my first proper sim racing with a wheel, pedals, that type of setup. But I've played this for, yeah, mid-January. So half a season one. This is my first full season, if you like. Do you know, like, I think the thing is, when I got the wheels and pedals, because I got them for a Christmas present, I was looking at things like Gran Turismo, and it just didn't. I didn't feel what I feel with iRacing. I like that it can be over in a second, but I know there's other games out there that like that, like Assetto Corsa and things, and others. But I just kind of settled on. I liked it. I give it a go. I like that you can sort of jump in and jump out when you want in terms of a monthly cost if you want. But I'm sort of whole hog. I like it. I enjoy it. But it is an expensive game to start with. So have you got a set of Corsa, I'm guessing? LMU, is that the Le Mans one? Yeah. Ow. I played every sim racing except for this. Nah, fair enough. What's your opinion on it? Because you've clearly got one. Everyone's got their opinion. Everyone's entitled to it. I think what you'll find. I mean, to be fair, I've asked the question if anyone's ever played iRacing or is playing iRacing. I've asked the same question, but most of the people I've asked are people that have played for years. You're talking 1, 2, 3, 4 years, and they've either got a full rig and they're obviously very happy with it. I think I've only had one person that said to me that it was grinding on them a little bit, but he just didn't know whether they was going through a bad patch, and he just met a few bad results, bad days, bad nights, sort of thing. Which I've had. I've had good nights and bad nights. But my intentions are, regardless of whether it's iRacing or not, I would like to get a rig. You either have people who have it and find it annoying and had it, couldn't stand it and left, and then you have people who would die for it. Totally. And that was me. I think I was I had the wheel and pedals, and I was in the boat of, I wanted to try it because I didn't have it, and now I have it. I'm kind of forced to do it because of the sub, but I don't feel hostage to it. I thought it was great. The more the competitive the drivers, the worse their opinion seems to get. That's probably about right with the guys that I've spoken to, girls as well, in fact. Some of them, thinking about it, some of them years and years have played it for years, and their opinions are a bit weathered. I haven't met the hardcore fan yet, though. I haven't met the person that won't take a bad word against it yet. I know there's going to be some people out there like that, but I haven't met them yet. But you can see from my licenses, I'm not playing it all. I'm not doing like oval, dirt road, or anything like that. I do like the sports car, and I like the form of the car, and I know you can get those in other racing sims, so I'm not strictly tied to iRacing. A lot of people who adore the game tend to be middle pack slower drivers. The esports drivers seem to drift into other sims. I did try a set of Corsa, but I don't know if I just tried a set of Corsa at the wrong time. I didn't have a wheel at the time. I had a pad, and it was, well, impossible. I want to say impossible to drive with a pad. You've heard this game's got a stupid damage model and the netcode. The netcode, I didn't have a clue what that was, because what I did before I started jumping into anything, buying it or out like that, I just watched people on YouTube and Twitch mainly, obviously, to see what people were doing, what it were like, and you can guarantee it was a replay of some kind, somebody complaining about the netcode. And I've had that. I've had accidents either against me for netcode, or I've caused accidents because of the netcode. So the damage model, I've just had a race, and it's a really good example of the damage model actually, where I did get hit, or rather, somebody spun in front, I hit them. I don't think it was enough to put me in a pit, but the game thought so. The rain's very, very fun. I've only had one race in the rain, and I've literally just put it on YouTube. Actually, the race itself, I need to grab the link anyway. But yeah, that race in the rain was interesting because there's no real way of knowing when to put the tires on. Like, in reality, if it starts raining, you don't need to put them on straight away. And I feel like this game's kind of got it right with the rain, but I've only had one race in it, so I don't want to give a decisive opinion on the rain. It is good. It is fun though. Where's my chat gone? Yeah, I've shoved the video in the chat actually, because I meant to do that at the start. Yeah, this game seems to be an Italian handing out meatballs to everyone that can. I agree. I didn't even know what the meatball flag was, and I like racing. Maybe it's just something I've missed entirely. I don't know, but just pin that one as well. What time are we on? We've got under the, what, 10 minutes or so? It might be worth sticking some practice in. Apparently, once you get into a certain pace, people stop trying to overtake. Yes. I think, as well, what I found with that kind of statement, because you're not wrong, is the ratings is people worry more about their ratings. So I had it on screen, and you'll probably know about them, but they worry more about the ratings. So losing the rating, and they'll stay out of dogfights and not try and overtake. I think as I've progressed through the rookies and into the D license, and I'm against CB and sometimes A races a little bit more, you tend to see people make more of an attempt of an overtake. But I agree with that. Some people are very, very cautious when it comes to overtaking because of the damage model. Because it not only can it ruin your rating, you can be out, and then it takes you longer than the race to repair. So you can't leave because you get punished for forfeiting. So there's a few things that need fixing. But knowing how game developers work, they won't fix everything in one go. Another thing you don't like is the fact there's no radar. You broadcast with a single monitor won't manage. See, I've got a single monitor, but it's not massive. It's 34-inch curved. But I've got, and this is where again, you'll probably agree with me. You kind of have to jump into overlays, and overlays cost money. So yeah, mine's ultra wide. Yeah. So you have to jump into things like these, into the overlays where they cost money. And there's a couple of them, but at least this way I've got some sort of radar around what's around me, and then some spotter telling me what's around me as well. But the spotter's not part of the game, but it's free. But the radar, etc., is something you've got to pay for. That's a rogue choice. I've got nothing against Meatloaf, but that is a rogue choice. Yeah, so that one's my current setup. It's not, it is what it is. It works. I love it, but it's a work in progress as well. So on the opposite side of the camera, that's exactly what I've got. Yeah, we'll see out the song and then we'll jump into practice. Trust me, the game can cost you more than a lot of things that are on my desk. Whoa. Right. I am going to cut the song short, I think. Yeah, because it's a long version. I want some practice. Sorry, Meatloaf. I know you're dead, but apologies. I could do with some practice. I've literally had a one race at Watkins Glen ever. Been so tempted for a while to get the game and give it a shot, but I don't want to buy a month and waste a discount. But also, you don't want to commit to a year. See, I've done that. I've paid. I think I've paid a couple of months because I wanted to make sure. I'd want something long term. I'm not bothered about committing money wise, but yeah, I have done it on a monthly basis until this point where I've done it for the year. But Watkins is fun.
Behind. Take care.
From what I've been on so far, anyway, I've only had one race.
209.57.
That leading on, circuit leading on even. Although I could read a book going down this straight. I do. I've got it on for now. I definitely have it on for tracks that I've never been on. But I don't have it on for all the tracks. Like, I didn't have it on last week for... Where was it? I'm trying to think. Laguna Seca. I didn't have it on for Laguna Seca. And I didn't have it on for Spa previous week, because it's all tracks I'm familiar with. But with a track you don't know, it is a decent thing to have on. Don't always listen to it. It's not the best. I think the best line that I've ever done a sim racing game with is probably a Codemasters line, so something like Formula 1, because it's adaptive. Adaptive to what you do with the car.
The leader has just done a 209.04.
Right, I need to sort that corner out because I cannot get that corner nailed.
Car right. Clear right.
Track limits, keep it within the lines.
That's that. In a sense, Forza would be the ultimate game with a racing line. I used to play Forza a long ass time ago. You're talking like Xbox 360 time. So I haven't played Forza for a long time. Yeah, I like the Formula 1 line because it's adaptive. So, you'll probably know. But with it, obviously if you brake, it'll go green again. If you need to keep braking, it'll stay red, that sort of thing. It's you can react to it a lot quicker, I found. Which, to be honest, I wish I hadn't played Formula 1 before I played iRacing, because then this line wouldn't frustrate me in that sense.
Car right. Clear right.
One idiot. Right. Forza does the same. It's got the same type of line. Yeah, because Codemasters didn't pick... I don't think Codemasters picked up Formula 1 that recent, actually, so... I know the Formula 1 games didn't have that type of line in it, but I haven't played a Formula 1 game until Formula 1 23, 24. I think last time I played a Formula 1 game, you're talking late 90s.
12.
What do I normally stream and when? So, little brief history, okay? I was a variety streamer. I played anything and everything I can get my hands on. My YouTube channel is sort of... It kind of has that type of feel, so I have any game that I can get my hands on. But then I went into DBD, like most streamers did. I went into Dead by Daylight, but I had quite a torrid time in Dead by Daylight. The community I found was horrible. The people I found were horrible. And I stopped streaming for about 4 or 5 months. And I've literally come back in November to play something different, something new. And this is now what I stream. I stream iRacing. Normally stream on a Thursday night from about 7 o'clock until midnight. And then a Sunday night about 7 o'clock until midnight as well. But I think my profile describes it best. I probably play about 95% racing games, and then the other 5% will be something different every now and again. I tend to communicate on my social media quite clearly what I'm going to do when I'm going to do it. But Thursdays and Sundays at the moment, around about 7 o'clock until midnight, iRacing at the moment. Until September, I think, when Borderlands 4 comes out, and then it might be a bit of both. But yeah, I think when you've not spoken to me before, and you go and look at social media, and you go look at YouTube channels and things, it looks like a bit of a mess, but it's because of me chopping and changing things with Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight was an absolute mess, what it did to me. And that community was filth. Whereas whether you like or dislike iRacing, or whether you like or dislike Assetto Corsa, I've found the sim racing community as a whole just to be really nice people. Like, I haven't spoken to anybody so far that's been, for the lack of a better term, being a dickhead, being toxic. Everyone's helped, but not felt like they're just imposing their beliefs. Like, you're talking about the racing line, you're not imposing your belief about a racing line on anybody. So, sim racing community, I absolutely love.
Oh. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Right, that shoulder.
Exit's clear. Push.
I'm not pushing on the outlap. You can relax. Sim racing's about passion, which is rather nice. Exactly. It's competitive, and yes, you get some competitive nature when accidents happen, but that's passion. I don't hold it against anybody if they want to have a dig for an accident. You know, that's a totally different passion to just toxic behaviour in a Dead by Daylight environment. DBD is fully competitive, just filled with disgusting metas. Game is rather unbalanced by nature, which is... Yep. And it genuinely feels like an us versus them. Like, if you watch a killer, survivors are filth. If you watch survivors, killers are toxic. It's just an us versus them, whereas this is technically, if there's 15 racers in a race, it's not me versus 14 other people. I don't feel like that. I just feel like I'm in a race. You know, it's competitive. So... But it's really difficult to compare the two as well. You know, it's a totally different game, right? I just don't... Yeah, I don't want to ever impose how I feel about a game on anybody else, because it might be their favourite game. They might not have a problem with it. That's fine, you know? It set me off, and I'm a very experienced person in life, and it took a passion away from me, which is gaming and streaming. So, hell to that game. Not pushing it too hard on this lap because we're not setting a time. Don't want to do anything stupid. Well, I'm going to hop on some other than discussing competitive games. Enjoy your races. Thanks for the follow, man. Thanks for the chat. It's nice talking to someone new. Like I said, keep an eye out on social media. I'll keep my schedule up to date on Twitch as well, so hopefully we'll run into each other again. Much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Let's try and get this on the front. We were 6th last time. First race or not at Watkins, Glen. We want to be on the front row. No worries. It's fair enough, not everybody does. Hopefully I'll just run into you again because you seem like a nice person. Right, qualifying. Let's set a decent time. If I get iRacing, we should definitely race. I'm down for that. We can have a race. You know where to find me. See? Community is brilliant. Come on. So where were we? 6th in the last qualifying and we're 11th in the last race because of a slight accident which we couldn't really avoid. So there's improvements to be made everywhere. And I know the Delta's showing 2.5 seconds faster than the last lap, but that's because we were really dragging his feet. So I've still no idea how fast we're actually going. Although, is it 2:11 maybe? -3, we'll find out anyway when we get there, we're nearly there. I do like this track. It's not like the nightmare that we had in the 1600 last Sunday. That was terrible. Oh, like the Wall of Champions in Canada. Nearly hit the wall. Come on, where are we?
He's just done a 210.14. That's pole. That puts
Pole.
you 1.1 seconds quicker than second. That was a 209.00.
Oh, we smashed it. Right, we need to really pay attention to this delta. .208, we were like a second quicker than the next person. And weirdly, I felt quick in the last race despite having that accident. I mean, the lap times don't lie. I had quicker lap times than the people at the front. I was just at the back. Bouncing it around. We're at 210s down. Now 310s down, so I think maybe 208.997 is going to be his quickest lap. Unless we find anything magical. Which we're not gonna, because we're about half a second down. Keep it out of the fake Wall of Champions. Paul at Watkins. Have we got it, do we think? No! No! Someone set a 208. Ah, maybe it was too much to ask. Still, front row. I'll take front row. I don't know why I had my foot on the brake going over that, but I did.
That's the end of the session.
That was not bad. We'll take that. In fact, we'll go for a little bit more than that. Yeah, cool. Oops. Cool. Alright, let's get greeted up. It's not the time to need to go for a pee. Have they updated that?
30 seconds.
Need to check that out because for some reason my rating is at a decimal point, which is fine, but that's not how I normally set it.
Ten seconds. The track temp is 116 Fahrenheit. The air temp is 82. P2.
Excuse me.
This is a rolling start. Stay in the pole row in the left column. The pace car speed is 60 miles per hour.
Not going to do any warming up until we get to the back of this lap. I do love how this course banks. It reminds me so much of Leading On and Zandvoort. I think Leading On's the one in France. I'm sure Zandvoort's the one in Netherlands, in Holland. But yeah, they're both bank, and I absolutely love tracks that do this. Really close as well. Like you've got a barrier rather than a massive outfield like at Winton. Winton, you can be off that outfield and be lost. And it feels like there is places to overtake at this track. I mean, someone's already stuck it down inside of me on here, which is absolutely bonkers. And I was limping a little bit. I did have a duff front right. The start wasn't bad in the last race. Again, we just got caught up in some of the traffic. We were in 7th. I think we started in 7th, 6th or 7th. We got caught up in some of the traffic, which unfortunately took us out. But front row, as long as we get out strong. The only one that's really got pace on me is the guy in front. He definitely had pace. He had like a second over. So between me, 3rd, 4th and 5th, I think there was about a second between us. So it's hard to tell. It's hard to read where we're going to be in this. We must wait for green, because I'm guilty recently of jumping. I've only been caught once speeding on the yellow flag. I don't know whether that was because somebody spun out on this pace lap, or whether I just... Yeah, I mean, I can only assume it was. There's no yellow flag. It's no flag. And they're cranking it up.
Concentrate. Be ready. Floor it. Green, green,
Let's
green.
go. They've had a cracking start. Used a lot of the track, but they've had a cracking start. I'm just going to do what I normally do. I'm just going to sit back when it comes to the opening lap. I mean, I am in striking distance, but I don't want to do anything silly. I don't know, actually. Maybe it's worth going for it. Bit of a slide on, but we've got it back. I'm just wondering whether it's holding me up a little bit.
Car left.
We've got the inside and we've definitely got the overlap.
Still there. Clear left.
I think he was holding me up, but we'll see. Oh, he's got a spin. Let's get eyes out in front. Because we've got the front. Let's go.
You're now in the lead.
I wonder if you have to yield time. I don't think I did when I cut that corner. There was no warnings either, like there was at, I can't remember what track it was. I think it was the one that I raced in the 1600.
Johnson,
On the 1600 it had
4.0.
yields, like corners, like, it just had so many runoffs that if you did manage to gain any time, you were having to yield the time on a lot of them. This one doesn't have any warnings. I've got about a second over these guys. They are gaining. This is where he had the spin. You can see why. They're within a second, so they are definitely having a race.
That lap time was 209.11. The guy behind has just done a 208.71.
Yeah, we might lose the lead, or at least lose some of that gap.
Track limits, watch those lines.
Didn't quite catch the curb the way I wanted to. Now what, yield? Not easily.
Right side.
But he has got the overspeed
Hold
and
your
there's
line.
not much I can do about that.
Clear right.
Okay, James, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Did genuinely
Don't
think I was
give
going
up,
to get
keep him
impacted
under
then.
pressure.
That slide on again then. It seems to be where I do my overtaking, down here. But I'm not close enough, not this time. gonna sit here and make him think. Got about a second over third. We need to hook this corner up right though.
P2.
On your right. Clear right. Right side. Clear right.
I'm just gonna make him think.
Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
Come on, James. Good stuff. Keep it coming.
Woo! I was thinking of hanging back until we got to my bit that I'd been overtaking on some of the night. No!
There's an incident in turn 6. It looks like it's Johnson.
Knew I felt that slide.
Car right.
We've got it in us, we can do it.
Hold your line.
Might not be able to win, but we can get
Still
back in
there.
the top 5
Clear
maybe.
right.
Oh, that was a rush. I did feel the slide though, previous laps. I should have listened to myself.
The guy in front is Smith, car number 17, B license, and their rating is 0.4.
We've got some nastiness up front.
There's an incident in, it looks like Joe.
Clear
Had to
right.
go deep into that, otherwise we were going to get collected, I think.
Halfway home, fuel's good, P6.
Probably going to get track limits on that one.
Pay attention to track limits, please, James. You're reeling, P5. In, the gap is 0.31.
I'm not going to, well,
Car right.
don't really want to do it here.
Hold your line. Clear right.
But if we can get close going up the hill, we can maybe do it where we've done it all night.
Five minutes to go.
No idea where they are.
Incident in, turn 11. It looks like it's Joe. Yellow flag.
Oh wow.
Push now, we can catch this guy.
Car left. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
P5.
Not quite done it into turn 1 yet, but there we go. It's all over, it's like a rash.
Right side.
He's got the speed, needs to go.
Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
Kudos, man, he did not let that go. Alright, let's not mess up this position. Probably going to be going into the last lap, I would have thought.
Alright James, you're reeling. P5 in. The gap's now 0.6. Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go. Fastest lap for lap Inter, 2:08.51.
Last lap, so if we're going to do it, we're going to do it this lap, but I don't know whether it's worth going for it. The opportunity presents itself.
P6, white flag, one more lap.
We'll have a see. It's certainly going to present itself up the hill.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
Right, I'm thinking up the hill. This is going to be close up this hill.
On your right. Hold your line.
It's got us on the outside though.
Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
Wasn't confident. That was a cracking race though. I'm not even gutted about losing the lead, man. That was absolutely banging.
Sixth place. That's the end of the race. Bad luck, mate.
Ooh. Well, Watkins Glen is a turnout. Gonna message him because that was a banging race. Hi, hey, just lurking as I'm on my phone, still have family over, hoping it's been a nice race session. Yeah, so far, yeah, good results. So we'll save that up as race 2.
That's the end of the session.
I want to see the results of that one because that was interesting, to say the least. Yeah, that's not due for another what? So 9:45. Or was that 8:45? It must have been. Yeah, because we finished. Yeah, it's that one. That had to have a positive influence on us because that was so clean, despite the spin. Right, I'm going to have a quick break. I will be back shortly. Yo, right. I am back. Let's get some music on, so we're not jumping straight in yet. We've got about... Try and get this right. "12 minutes, so I will be doing some practice. Just to get back in the groove. So it's probably worth me saying anyway. Obviously, we're in the GR Cup, and we're going to be in it for the rest of the season, which I just checked the schedule. I think it's June, so we're talking, June 3rd. So Imola next, and then Navarra, Mount Panorama, which is Old Bathurst, Silverstone, Oulton Park, Cadwell, Daytona. We're going to see out this series for sure. And I think what I'm going to do is, depending on what happens with Sunday, because Sunday is going to be a different thing. You don't really see it very much on iRacing, particularly on streams. Is it's going to be a series of races, in AI. Now, the reason it's going to be in AI is because I've only just bought the FIA Formula 4, so the IR04 F4 car, and I want to just test what I can do, how I can do it. I mean, I haven't quite finalised the difficulty levels of stuff on it yet, but obviously everything is custom. You manage it. And we've tried to make it as tricky as I can with tracks that I do know, some that I'm good at, some that I'm not good at. But I'm going to respond completely differently to that Formula 4 car. I'm hoping next season to bring the Formula 4 forward. So if I just jump out of sports car and put it into Formula car, you've obviously got Challenge Fix, you've got Americas, you've got Europe, and you've got Asia Pacific. I'm probably going to look at the Challenge Fixed because then everyone's the same. But looking at the schedule, we've got Okayama, Navarra, Tsukuba. We don't have Nürburgring. I just want to make sure it's the one I like actually. We'd only need to do, because that's not the full season, I know that, but we'd only need to buy a handful of those tracks. So I'm going to assess and see where I am, and obviously if I need to buy any more, I will go from there with that. But I want to try and bring Formula 4 forward next season to be the Thursday night showing. When it comes to AI next season, it might be some sort of GT4 car. We'll see. Because I need to know what I can work in track-wise into GT4. As you know, whether I've got the tracks, whether I don't have the tracks. GT4 being... Or even it will be GT4. I think it's this lot. Because there's GT4 there. Or whether we're pushing to Clio, I don't know. But it could be either or. But one of those is going to be AI next season from the start, just to get a feel for it. And I think that's how I'm going to roll from here until, either I'm confident enough to run two real people races on a Thursday and Sunday like I did before. But the reason I've jumped out of the Formula 1600 is because I wasn't happy. I wasn't enjoying it. The car was, for the lack of a better term, it was crap. It slid, it was hard to drive, it didn't feel like a sim racer, it just felt incredibly hard to deal with. So, but looking at the GT4, we'd have Spa, or a version of Spa, Tsukuba version of Tsukuba. That's Suzuka, sorry. Laguna Seca, again, it'd be a variant of that. So depends on how many of these we have, because we're obviously not made of money. We're none of us are made of money. It just depends on what of those I have as well, as to whether I jump into buying those tracks. But with it being an AI one, I can put it on the tracks that I own. So rambling out of the way, we'll join. Right, let's get back in the groove, because the last race was cracking. Something I might try. No, we'll leave it. It was involved the stream deck, but it's something I need to sort out outside of stream.
Its exit is clear. Don't cross the line.
Someone just said to me, they caught the back end of that race. I think they mentioned it on Instagram, but got the back end of that race, and they caught the message at the end saying that the B racer said, "Oh, well done." I'm like, yes, they did. And it just goes back to the community being really nice. Sometimes you sort of go, well, is it because you actually won? Would have they said anything if they lost a place? You don't know, but it was an incredibly good race. I enjoyed that race with that guy. And it is a shame about losing the lead, but when you have races like that are extremely competitive and push you, I'm certainly not going to start crying over spilled milk on losing the lead. I am confident enough though to feel like I can pick a win up though, so hopefully in the last two races we'll see. I'm just going to pull over though, just for a minute. Probably do it on the inside. Because my bloops that I use is a little bit low. Is there a volume for this? Maybe not. It felt low. You can't hear it and you're not meant to hear it, so don't worry. It's alright, it's kind of there.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 113 Fahrenheit.
I feel like we've got that corner hooked up quite well as well. Although we did come up there, the infield, I'm sorry, the outfield a little bit. A couple of times. I feel like we've got it better than we did worse. A lot in that last race. It was just the bottom where we lost the car. So I don't know whether it's because I'm not changing down soon enough or I'm doing it too soon. Love this though, this is banging, this bit. It was here, so I changed down mid-corner. That car doesn't feel bad. Set herself a full length lap time. Whatever that delta's now going to go through the roof. So we did pull over there. What we're lapping.
Tenth position.
It's about right, 2.9.
Watch the track limits, please, James.
We're lapping about 2.9, 2.8, and we've only got about 60 seconds till we enter official practice and qualifying anyway. If we leave that change down until we get to the lift off bit, we're alright. I've got that very wrong. There it is.
Front left, 95%. Left rear, 98.
Cool, so let's get into... I don't really want to do practice, to be honest, but... So I'm not going to get around the full track. 2-minute lap.
Your pit exit looks clear.
And there's literally only that left, so... Not too bothered about what happens here. Yeah, definitely going to leave it till we get to that lift-off bit to get down to third. We were following somebody though. So I wonder if maybe it was a bit of downforce. I doubt it, but I felt it the lap before. I just didn't take notice of what I was doing. That's the only lap, only corner so far I've had to really analyse and make sure that I change, basically. You know, the first corner was another one, I think, in fairness, but it didn't take too much to change that. But yes, we're having a good bit of racing on this track. It's been fun so far. I'm just hoping that we get a decent qualifying and get out of the middle again. I'm going to leave it 30-40 seconds before I get out there. I want to set the time that then no one can beat.
Okay, James, we've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
We were clearly capable of getting up on that front row. We'll just coast a little bit. It says whilst bouncing it. There's that slide, look. That's what I was telling you about. That could just be cold tyres. I really wish as well, the first corner, when you run wide, I wish it did punish you a little bit for the time, like it did make you yield. You clearly don't gain as much time as I think you do. Right, let's set a good time.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 112 Fahrenheit.
Here, this rev limiter going then towards the end, it was finally increasing. It's a bit like the hill at Laguna Seca, it just doesn't stop. Not the best. But if we can set a decent time for the first one, we'll just nail it on the second, hopefully. Have we done a 208 and 9? I think we will. According to that, we have.
The leader has just done a 209.29.
We've been up there. Two 11s. Ooh, where are we going to be? A lot of 211s.
Pole position. That last lap was a 208.52.
It's despite the bouncing car as well. Listen for that rev limiter. There. We're literally on the same sort of similar time. Delta's going to be a bit higher now because we've gone wide. We have again. Right, I think that's going to be our fastest time. 2:08.5. It's fine by me. We'll finish the lap, but we're not going to beat it. I'm certainly not saying at 2:08.5 we're going to win, but we've got a good chunk of time over the person in second, so if we can get away first, that first corner, we've got a good chance. I'm making sure we just listen to the car, don't spin it like we did the last time. Put it somewhere because we're not going to finish this lap to even get it back in the pits. Yeah, we're not much quicker. We have nailed pole position for the first time tonight. 6th, 2nd, and now pole. What is that? Is that Messi in an Argentinian car?
That's the end of the session. Pole position. Well done, mate.
Yeah, Messi fan. I like it. So, got some very skilled people in this race though. C's, D's, B's. Just want to check that actually, so see if it'll let me. Whilst we're waiting. So they're waiting for me anyway. So on the relative drivers ratings, so yes, they're on. Driver flags, driver tags, reference driver, lap times, pit info, full driver info, decimal points, or Strange how it's not showing. It might be just the size of it, to be honest. It's saying 2.3. I think it's the size of the window. The width of it. Which I'm not going to change. So, we'll just keep it like that tonight. That's not the messy car, is it? No, it's not. It's behind. I can see his face. Whew. Don't recognise any names either. Although I haven't been paying too much attention to people tonight.
Minutes. Cold tyres all round.
Right, ring gear.
Rolling start. Get ready. Stay in the pole row in the right column. Race car speed is 48 miles per hour.
Was playing a tune there with gears. That's a very mirrored car. So we set the pace, right? So once that pace car's gone, I'm gone. This track has been so much fun. I wasn't dreading it, but I just because I'd never raced on it, I didn't really know what to expect. I'd not even done any of that nerdy sort of looking up what it was like. I watched anybody else on Twitch or YouTube about, you know, racing it currently, but it's been a laugh. I mean, it's not always down to the results, because the results have not been, you know, not been great, but the racing's been fun. You know, contrasting to the other day when I was racing in the Formula 1600, that track, that car, I think it's more the car than the track, but it was just shit. Alright, let's get ready.
Okay, James, stay calm, focus. Green, green, green.
No accidents. We got around the first corner. Pretty decent start. To be honest, I did pick up some pointers from the last race.
Good start.
Bit ginger on the first time round that corner. I'm hoping that the second and third get into a bit of a battle. Give me time to get away, but we'll see. There is a bit of a battle going on.
Okay, James, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
I'll take the off track if we got it. Don't think we did. Wasn't the best turning though. Do-do-do-do. I'm gonna run out wide this time, but it doesn't matter. Probably gonna get a off wrap. Pushing it. I already seen a spinner out there today. I do not want to be one of those. Two laps down.
The guy behind has just done a 209.35. We'll be warned about track limits.
Not going to get done for yielding. We're going to end up having to embrace that if we make that mistake.
Minutes remaining, 10 minutes.
Castrol car's going to have us. David is probably going to have us.
On your right. Clear right. On your left. Hold your line. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
Overtake. Right, we've certainly got the speed. To get back at him, so we'll just bide his time.
P2, that's a new fastest lap for Woods, 208.89.
One of those again, do we have him up the hill? Or do we wait?
On your right. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
Finally got that corner nailed. See if we can stalk him up the hill.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Like he's slowing us down.
Slow in, fast out. Keep the inside line covered.
Right side. Clear right.
Alright, James. Halfway home. Fuel looks good. That was,
On your left. Clear left. Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
He's going to have us towards that chicane though.
Right side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
We could be anywhere between first and fourth. Or dead.
Woods, car number 1, is now in the lead. Five minutes to go. You're looking good for a podium.
Why do you think so?
On your left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
You've just done a 209.59.
On your right. Hold your line.
This is a
Clear
banging
right.
race again.
You need to push if we're going to hold this position.
Car right. Clear right.
Kudos to drivers behind as well, man, because they must be getting pissed off being held up, but like, they're not doing anything silly. Well, this has literally been nose to tail.
Car left. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
Okay, James, don't let this guy distract you. A bit quicker than us entering turn 1. Two minutes to go, 2 minutes. Last lap, looking good for a podium. That lap time was 2:10.52.
Right, I think we've got second and third, sorry, third and fourth off us back. I mean, no car left after this. Need to be close up the hill. And he's pretty good at holding off. I think we're good for second. What a race, man. Absolutely what a race.
We're on the podium. Good drive. That's the end of the session.
They're not there anyway. I said good race. Okay, so we'll get that saved up. Then that's the race of the night so far. But there was some close combat in that one. In fact, I might load that replay back up and just check that last couple of laps because I genuinely felt like I was going to get taken off. But we didn't. So when is the next? It's going to be quite a way away. So yeah, about 26 minutes or so. Shame we couldn't bring that home. What does it matter to you? Nine 6 9. Right. So let's bang that replay up if we can. Hopefully that's loading right one. Right, see if we can close it. Not if it'll let you. It should be the right one. Must be able to tell anyway, because we'll be at starting at the front row. Or at least near the mirrored car. Which took us. Did it take a spin? Yep, this is it. Just got brave in these corners. I mean, oh dear. What happened? Oh, racing incident. Cool. God, that sounds good. Screaming past. That's I want to go back and listen to that. I didn't show you this time. That was a banging camera angle. So second place is all of a sudden down to fifth. It was towards the back end, so I know we lost out to the Castrol in the end, in the race, but that Castrol had. Where did he have him? He had him there. Look. Oh no, maybe not. I thought he had him, but it was on the outside, so I was asking a lot. When's the next one? Be quarter to, won't it? So just keep an eye on the time. It's got him into turn 1. Yep. There was no contact either. I think he did himself under braking, to be honest. And then he went and chased me down. But he didn't touch me. But I was confident. I thought we could have pulled this race home. We didn't make a mistake. It's a really cool track to chase people down on, though. I feel like you're so much quicker in second or behind the leader than you are in the lead. Where's he done me there? Oh, it's the bottom. Because I tried the cut back on him and it didn't work. I mean, that was close. Right, so we need to push it forward a few laps because there was a slight... I think it was maybe that lap, to be honest. In fact, it might have been further. Because second and third were having a bit of a battle. So he got me there. In fact, did I have him back? I think I had him on straight, didn't I? Because there was a point where I had them both, and then he got me back, so he just switched back on me. Might be worth just studying that a little bit. I think I've just carried too much speed in. He's concentrated on the line. Is this where third was really pushing me? Like, I wasn't looking forward, I was looking behind. There was a point where he did clip me. I faking moves, that's weird. It was there. Yeah, it took... I can't say whether that's wrong. I don't think it is. At first glance, but we'll get in the far chase. I mean, it's there. The door is there. But yeah, he stuck it down the inside. He's done well to keep it out of the wall. But I'm sure there was a point where they were both in front. There. And we did them both. Because we lost out on the straight. And I think he cooked it a little bit too much, and so did the leader, actually. It's that corner I think you should have to yield. And then we've done them both again. That was a really fun race to be a part of. Right, let's just check that overlay and all, because that overlay is really bugging me. I think it's the width of it. Problem with this is it's going to piss me off now that the delta's not matching up. Because anyway, we're going to find out as if we get in race anyway. So, we've got about 15 minutes. I'll have a quick break and then I'll be back with some more. Right, I'll be back in a sec. Right, let's get back into the groove. So we've got about thinking. So have we even registered? Be a good start, right? No, doesn't take a second. Right, so we're in the 5. It's good. Right, registered up. We're going to join. We'll get some final practice in. It's got about 15 minutes, 2 minutes a lap. Running about 209, 208. Capable of getting it on the front. So, see if we can get a win. One thing I don't want to happen is I don't want to have a spin out because honestly the races have been so much fun to be a part of. I just don't want to spin out. Oh, actually, let me jump out of that. So there was something to do with... so there is some yielding. Okay, cool. Let me just have a look. So turn 1. All 4 wheels off the edge. Right, so it's turn 10 and turn 1. I did wonder, but there's no... You're not having to yield time.
Pit exit's clear. Stay behind the white line.
Not that we're necessarily going to be racing that Marlboro car, but we don't have a good record with Marlboro cars. So we're into the last of unofficial, as I call it, the unofficial qualifying. Then we'll get into official qualifying, into unofficial practice rather, into qualifying, into the race, and that's going to be my last race tonight. Purely because it's normal time, but also my shoulder, I don't think I could hack any more time. That pinched nerve is really beginning to hurt. I mean, could you imagine if I was in a motion rig? I was being bounced around as well. Jeez. So I want to be setting 208, 209 again. I'll get it over this line, and then we're into some unofficial practice. Don't really want to be drafting anybody, so that car needs to bugger off. So it's all 4 wheels come off. It's a off track, but it's not a time yielding one. Sorry, mechanic, but that suspension is going to be absolute mashed potato by the time I finished. Marlboro's put it in the wall. Then that might be the turn 10 one. Don't think that's going to be a particularly good time, but let's have a look.
P7.
2:10.
We need to watch the track limits.
I'll keep going, because we're not going to set one on this either. In fact, let's just have a look. Yeah, we've got about 6 minutes. We can set this one a bit easier, then do another one, and that's probably going to be it for unofficial practice. What could have been if I knew how to link that corner up. Just wondering with the fun that I've had whether it's worth bringing the Formula 4 here on Sunday. First time I've taken it down to second. Right, let's try one more flying lap, and then it's probably going to be about time for the real thing.
P10.
Absolutely revving the shit out of it going up that hill. Found that second that we lost. Alright, what did we do?
B6.
2094. It's alright. It's alright. I'm okay with that.
Front left, 90%. Left rear, 96.
Right, let's get on something that's most exciting. So we're about 60 seconds or so away from this unofficial practice, as I call it, about to end. Right, there it is. That's what we're after. Right. I'm not too bothered about the practice session for this. I'm certainly more bothered about qualifying. So we'll leave practice out of this one and we'll prepare for our final qualifying session of the night. Need to be hitting that low 209, high 208.
Checkered flags out, P12.
Honestly, I don't know where these guys are hitting. There's a few out on practice. So hopefully we can, if they can get, I don't think they can get a full lap round, can they? Depends when they went out. That's some sort of, I thought it was some sort of Ferrari emblazoned Toyota. It's not. It's a really cool part of that track, though, is going through those chicanes. Holding it round there with as much power and pace as you can, but then being stable enough to get it under brakes on this corner. And I've obviously fallen foul to that one today. I'm kind of hoping to see some lap times. No one's finished yet. Should be some coming up shortly, but the flag's out, so is it going to show any? No, right. So we're just going to have to presume everyone's really quick and we have to just pull out our absolute best. I am going to do what I've done before. I'm not going to set the first time. I'm going to chase the times, but hopefully that means that my last lap or even the lap before is fast enough to put me at the front and no one can do anything about it. We have got some talented guys in here though. Seen some A's, a lot of C's.
We have 2 laps. Let's get this done.
It's about 2 minutes a lap. If I get around this, it's going to be 2:40. Or maybe even 3. Then it's going to be 5. Then it's going to be 7. So we need to just make sure we don't run out of time.
The track temps increasing. It's now 105 Fahrenheit.
But I want to leave everybody very little time to even do anything about what I can set, and hopefully it's a fast enough time. And then if we can get away off the front, first row again, maybe, then we're going to be in contention for a good result, I guess. I'll get up the hill and then we'll just slow the pace down a little bit. So 2 minutes a lap. We're going to be going over just around about the right time. Right, let's go. So we'll get it around this corner, get it over the top, listen for those revs to increase. Get it into fifth, get as much out of it as we can. Times should be rolling in soon. Feels quite good.
The leader has just done a 208.86. The leader's just done a 208.66.
We've got to be quick. So they're 2086. We could be in the middle at that rate.
You're in pole.
There's no way you just hit fucking pole. $2083. Are you joking? We are quick around this track. It doesn't mean we're going to be there after the second lap, so we've just got to keep on it, keep that delta green, steal as much time as we can. Managed to find about 4 tenths. I mean, even 310s is going to stick us into 207s. Well, there's 510s. Keep those 310s and we're alright.
You've just done a 208.08.
Nearly into 207s, but we've left people with 0 time left to stick himself at the front, hopefully. I mean, it means nothing. We're at the front, but it means nothing in terms of the race. Anything can happen. So we're really not that much quicker. And I have noticed, obviously, in previous races that being chased on this track... I love that camera angle. Being chased on this track is such an advantage for some reason.
You're on pole. Well done.
For the chaser. You know, you just end up screaming past people. So as long as we get off the rolling start and we get around that first corner and there's no idiots, the race is in our control, but we are going to be up against it. We could be anywhere from 1st to 10th if we have a clean race, because there was some very, very close times. In fact, let's just have a look. 208 all the way down to about 7th or 8th. So this could be incredibly close. Be nice to take a win, but I'll be honest, I just want to finish. You know, the races have been absolute chef's kiss. Even the first one, man, like that accident was unavoidable. I can't complain about that. But the racing in general has just been top quality. I'm hoping that this one just follows suit, because honestly, the track has been brilliant. It's been a nice little gem there, you know, to find. I've never raced on this one ever in any racing game that I can think of. I've tried to think of where I might have done it, but it's not
okay,
on F1.
James, we should do okay here. We're aiming
track.
to finish in the top 8. You've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them.
I don't think it's in anything else I've ever really raced on. So,
okay, rolling start. Stay in the pole.
oh,
The pace car speed is 48 miles per hour.
let's get this last race underway. I'm not feeling as confident because of the lap times. I feel like those lap times are way too close to pick out where you're going to find time against people, because that last lap was quick for me tonight. This guy outside of me seems really eager, so to be honest, I'm wondering if it's worth letting that eagerness go. And maybe chasing rather than being chased, but I just can't let someone race past me. Like, that's just not, you know, if they're gone, fine. But I just can't let someone, I can't just let someone do it. I was saying to a new follower earlier that I just can't, you know, let a result go, in the sense that people will protect their rating, and I do that where it's best to be done. Like in the last race, we had a very close race, and the one before, it was better to just stay where I was unless the opportunity came. But I can't just let somebody go for the sake of a rating if I've got an advantage still. All right, let's get ready to roll, boy. So in second, the second that safety car goes,
Watch for the lights. Green, green, green. so there is some patience in that driver. But like all the races beforehand, anybody chasing up the hill has got such an advantage.
On your right, clear right.
Right, they're off.
Well done, James. Good start.
Maybe there is no patience there. Maybe I was wrong. But there is some battles going on back there. And that A race has managed to get away. They've got about 2.5 seconds over him, but it literally means nothing. Especially when you do stupid shit like that.
We've just cut the track.
So I managed to keep 2 seconds, at least. They're all literally on top of each other.
The gap to P2 behind is now 2.2 seconds.
Car wants to go so hard into that wall. Surprised I haven't done it yet. Took about a second out of me.
The guy behind has just done a 207.69. Okay, James, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Definitely gaining.
The gap to P2 behind is now 0.8.
Track limits.
You're in the lead. New fastest lap for Holmes, 207.27. Good lap. That's your quickest so far.
I'm going to have to contend with it. Not yet. Might be now, though.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Nice overtake.
Bad luck, James. Come on, don't let him get away.
Not a bad place to be honest. Just sit behind and hopefully don't have the other guys catch up.
You're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. P2. That lap was a 209.28.
On your left. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
Sweet pass, mate.
Just to let him know we are not there just for the taking. And this is going to be back and forth.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Don't let him get away.
Oh, we're not letting him get away.
5 minutes to go. This is good. We'll be on the podium if we can keep it together.
I need him to pull me forward, though.
Your lap time was a 2:08.66. Don't let this guy intimidate you.
I already know he's pretty aggressive.
Right side. Clear right.
Come on, James. Don't panic. We'll get him back.
We will. Just seeing the advertisement on the back of that car.
The car in front of us is Austin, car number 8, A license, and their rating is 1.1.
Left side. Still there. Still there. Clear left.
Push now. The guy behind is catching. Good pass. Well done.
Ah, shit.
We've just had a warning.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
All right, James. One more to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium. P3.
Right side. Clear right. Car right. Hold your line. Clear right. Car left. Clear left.
Right, okay, it might be in third. Another podium finish. Another cracking race.
Podium finish. Nice one.
Alright, let's get that saved up. So, race number 4, I've got some really good replays to choose from.
That's the end of the session.
There were some seriously close moves in that race as well. Like, I don't think they were on that lap, though. I think it was a lap prior to that. Tried to make him go into that corner a bit different, and I did, but he still managed to defend it. It's the only thing. That was my only move against that guy that I could think of trying. But we were literally that close. And when you talk about space, that is ridiculous. In fact, let me see if I can get the camera around a little bit. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's full tilt. It's literally giving me some of the best racing that I feel like I've had on iRacing. In a little while. I mean, there's been nothing wrong with iRacing at all, but some of these races have been bagging. So we'll stick the music on for the close of the stream. I'm going to get some results off here. Let's double check where we're headed next. That was third, right? Yeah. Progression all the way through the night as well. So we've jumped from 258 to 288 in one night. We've not had a downward spiral at all. In fact, sorry. Yes, we did at the start in the first race because of the accident, but not big. Only in iRating. So everything else has been good. So the position's been 11th, 6th, 2nd, 3rd. iRating has been 928, 874, 903, 969, 1046, as you can see. Safety rating 258, 260, even though we had that little bit of a bump. 266, 278, 288. So that C license is it in grasp? I mean, what do you need to get to C? No, it's Formula Car. Sorry, yes. You need 3. So that is... I'm literally there as well. But I'm not racing for it today. I'm not going to attempt fate with another race tonight. I'm just going to call it. I'm going to call it there. So, anyone who's been lurking, much appreciated. Thank you for watching. Next races are going to be on Sunday, and it's going to be something different. We're going to do the AI single player in the FIA Formula 4. purely because I've never raced in the Formula 4. I was fed up with the Formula 1600. I want something with grip, but I love open wheel. Made myself a season. That'll be posted on social media in the next couple of days. I'm going to do a little bit of balancing just to make sure that it's not a walkover, but it's still a challenge, so that we're not walking away with it. And we're going to complete all 6 races. Some of those might change. I might stick Watkins Glen in there. I'm not sure which one I'm going to drop at the moment. It might be could be Okayama or Winton. I'm not sure which yet, but we're definitely looking at Formula 4. And then obviously for GR, we're back next Thursday, and we're going to be at Imola, I believe. So before any airborne kicks in, I'm going to say thank you, and I will catch you next time. Bye for now.